Hey guys, this is Ree, where I come to talk to you about what I have either read in the blogs, heard on the streets, or watched on TV. So this is about what I've watched on TV. We're talking about Justin and Alexis from Married at First Sight. We're not talking about the other couples in this video. We are strictly talking about Justin and Alexis. And the reason why I am focused on Justin and Alexis because I am seeing a lot of baloney online regarding them, whether it be other people's thoughts or, Twitters and all of that, where I'm like, I feel like I'm in a twilight zone. So I thought I'd just share my thoughts on them. My thoughts on their relationship leading up to this very last episode. So here's my thing regarding Justin and Alexis. I do not think that they will work out. I think that it's not even about being mismatched. I think that Justin is not ready for a relationship, let alone a marriage. I do not think that they are mismatched at all. It's not as if, Justin needs this type of girl or Alexis needs this type of guy. No, Justin has no business being married at all. And yes, Alexis has areas that she needs to work on as well. But Justin, for sure, I totally understand his brother when he was saying that he's not ready for marriage. He knew us better than Justin. Brother, I apologize to being negative online regarding you. I'm sure many others do, but you were 100% correct. You've known that boy his whole life, so you would know better than all of us. Here's the thing regarding Justin. I've already told you guys that I feel like Justin has Klinefelter syndrome. Now, if you are familiar with Klinefelter syndrome, that is basically where you are born with an extra X chromosome. So for a boys who usually have XY chromosomes throughout their cells, it will instead be double X and a Y. Okay? And people with Klinefelter, if you look up exactly what that entails, like mentally and physically, they're extremely tall stature. They are, extremely less muscle mass. Of course, it speaks of sexually of things as well, including them having an extremely low, practically non-existent sperm count, amongst other things. And even the facial hair. So when people go like, dang, Justin looks weird, a lot of that is associated to Klinefelter. And then mentally, they are emotionally, the biggest thing is they are emotionally immature, extremely emotionally immature, practically to the mindset of a child for the most part. Who does that remind you of? That reminds you of Justin. And there's so much more regarding Klinefelter syndrome that you guys can read up on. But Justin is definitely textbook definition of it. So even when people go, I saw what someone wrote, is he on the spectrum? Like his level of crying is too much. And it's like, well, to me, I'm like, he has Klinefelter. And I bet you if he did a blood exam, it will come back as that I'm willing to bet my last dollar on it. If it doesn't, I will be shocked because he fits textbook definition. I'm someone that is in healthcare. I work within neuro. So just want to throw that out there. This is not just something that I'm reading up on. But but again, I'm not his doctor. And, I don't know this man from a can of paint. This is just my opinion. But all of that factors into his level of constantly crying at the drop of a hat, using his tears to weaponize the moment of what's taking place, right? He is using his tears as a weapon. Even the crying over the friend that you just met 2 weeks ago that you don't know them, you don't know anyone, and you're like crying into Alexis' arms, like, I don't know, like, I knew like he really meant this. Like, I can only imagine Justin as like an actual child. It would be overbearing for me personally. But because I believe that he has Klinefelter, because I believe that this is health related, not health related, but medical related, I'm going to reserve on truly going in like I usually would. But regarding Justin and Alexis, yes, she can work on her nurturing skills, especially with her not being able to hold any secrets, like running to her friends at the drop of a hat to run everything in their household. Like, I would never forget the wedding day when you yell out to everyone in the crowd, oh, he's celibate, guys. What? Like, the lack of tact that she has, it's unbearable. Alexis also, Alexis needs an alpha male, and Justin is not that in any sense of that word. Alexis, who her closest friends are all guys. Alexis, who, just demeanor just gives you walk all over you if you are beta. So that's that. But I feel like because of Alexis' demeanor and things, it allows people to skip over Justin's behavior. Let's quickly talk about the dog matter. First off, Justin is manipulative. Justin did not tell Alexis that his dog is violent. He omitted that information completely. That's not like, to me, that's lying, right? And we can say, oh, well, didn't act. Like, you're a grown man and you're getting ready to get married. This is not someone that's your girlfriend. This is not someone that you're just hooking up with. This is someone that you're looking to spend the rest of your life with, so you claim. This is someone that you are already claiming to be in love within 24 hours of meeting her, So these are things that you disclose. It's like being married and it's like, well, you didn't ask me that I have an incurable STD, so therefore I didn't feel the need to tell you. Like, are you serious? Like, we're married. We are, like, this is someone you're spending your life with. These are information you disclose regardless. And because of that, Justin is 100% wrong. It does not matter how they introduced their dogs. Like, people kept trying to put it on Alexis. Well, the way they introduced it was all wrong. It does not matter. His dog is violent. His dog has bitten many other dogs. And Justin's rebuttal is, well, those dogs did something to him. What? How do we even know that that's true? And the second thing is, when the dog bit Alexis' dogs, especially near the eye, could have lost his eye. But when he bit the dog, immediately Justin's response after watching the whole thing was, when she said, what happened? He goes, nothing, with a smirk on his face. Like he is a 5-year-old. Like he is a mischievous child. And he would have kept it at nothing had the dog not been bleeding. So that shows right there that you can't be trusted. Now you go further where Alexis works away from home. He works from home. And you decide not to tell her that her dog was not eating for 2 days. And people are saying, well, why wouldn't she know that it's her dog? No, my dear, it's now our dog. We're married. Are you forgetting that they are married? This is not someone that's spending the night. This is supposed to be her husband. They are bringing their lives together. So it's just like if they were married and she had a child outside of the marriage. You mean to tell me that as a step parent, you don't step in to help out? Are you serious right now, America? I was reading some of the things online. I felt like I was in a twilight zone. When I was watching my friend's dog, she had me walk her dog 3 times a day. And he ate the first 2 times of the day. He did not eat at night. So he ate in the morning. He ate in the afternoon. That was it. Evening time, we just walked him. That was it. So that means that if Alexis' dog is on that same schedule, that means that when she gets off of work, the dog has already eaten, or at least has supposedly eaten. You mean to tell me that you don't say it like common sense as a grown man, regardless of whose dog it is? It does not excuse the fact that you as a grown man, you as her spouse, does not say, hey, your dog is not eating in the last 2 days. Hey, I'm trying to feed your dog and I'm noticing that he's coughing up blood. And you're saying that I thought I had it under control. Are you a veterinarian? That is typical child behavior. That is the equivalent of a child spilling something on your sofa. And instead of coming to you quickly enough to say, hey, mom, hey, auntie, hey, grandma, I spilled something on this sofa, so you can quickly go react and clean the sofa before it settles in. They instead run off, throw a pillow over it. right? Until by the time you find it, now it's hard for you to get that stain out. And they're just like, well, I mean, I thought, like, it's like you're fearful of getting in trouble, and that's why you didn't say nothing. And that's exactly how Justin behaved. He behaves off of fear. Why would anyone, a woman, want to be married to someone like that? That dog is a breeding mammal. And this man could not say that this dog was coughing up blood. And then when you are caught with this, you say, well, I thought I had it under control. And America is saying, well, this is Alexis' fault. What? I can't make this up. How? How? So if they were to have a child and she leaves him with the child, and now the child is in the crib turning blue, he doesn't say anything. You say, well, you left him with the child. What? He says, well, I thought I had it under control. The child got pneumonia. Well, I thought I had it under control. And then you say, well, you as a mom, you should know that. No, me as a mom, I should be able to trust my husband with equal responsibility. What are we talking about? I don't know what households some people were raised in, but it is equal responsibility. There is no excuse for Justin not opening his mouth to Alexis. And this is the second time that he has omitted very important, dangerous information. Justin is manipulative. And the moment you call him out, he starts crying. And then as she speaks with him in the candy store, oh, you like to argue. That's just what you like to do. What? Hear me when I say, Justin doesn't need to be married. Period. And I am not going to ignore his manipulative, deceitful, dangerous actions just because he keeps crying every 5 minutes. I would be done with him. And I do not blame Alexis if she is done with him either. Justin does not need, he needs another girl that's more understanding. No, he needs therapy. He needs to figure out, because who knows if he's actually officially knows that he has Klinefelter. That's something that you usually find out with blood work. So he needs to find out mentally what's going on, health-wise, medical-wise, and then know how to treat that from there before he goes and grabs a relationship where a woman is inheriting or marrying a 7 foot, I think he's 7 foot tall child. And that's all I want to say. Leave your comments below. If you like what you hear here, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment. I want to hear from you guys. Okay, bye.